It was a quiet morning at Shiraz Air Base, but the calm was deceptive. On the tarmac, a new silhouette emerged, sleek, deadly, and unmistakably Russian. The Mig-29, a fighter with a legacy stretching back to the Cold War, had arrived in Iran for the first time in over 3 decades. For the Iranian Air Force, this was more than a delivery. It was a statement, a signal that the skies over Iran were no longer defenseless. On September 23rd, Iranian media confirmed that the Iranian Air Force had received new Mig-29 fighters from Russia. 2 days later, on September 25th, Military Watch magazine verified the delivery, though the exact number of aircraft remained undisclosed. The Mig-29s were stationed at Shiraz Air Base, a strategic location for controlling southern airspace and securing critical infrastructure. This delivery sparked immediate speculation that Iran could pursue large-scale procurement of Mig-29s, potentially transforming the operational capability of its combat fleet. The timing of this acquisition is notable. Just 3 months prior, Israel, supported by the United States and other Western allies, carried out a large-scale air assault on Iranian positions. During that operation, the Iranian Air Force played a minimal role in defending its airspace, a gap that the arrival of these modern fighters could begin to close. While Iran has also confirmed orders for Su-35s, these heavier, longer-range fighters face delivery delays due to high demand from Russia and other international buyers. The Mig-29, in contrast, is readily available, cost-effective, and easier to integrate quickly, making it an ideal platform for rapidly enhancing Iran's air combat capabilities. The Mig-29, a product of the Soviet design bureau Mikoyan, first flew in 1977 and was introduced into service in 1982. It was designed as a lightweight, highly maneuverable air superiority fighter intended to counter U.S. fourth-generation fighters such as the F-16 and F-15 during the Cold War. Modernized variants of the Mig-29 bring several technical advantages. JUC-Me Passive Electronically Scanned Array PSA Radar, or JUC-AM Active Electronically Scanned Array Assay Radar, enabling superior detection and tracking capabilities compared to mechanically scanned radars still employed by some regional adversaries. R-77 and R-77M air-to-air missiles with active radar guidance, providing engagement ranges and accuracy beyond older missile systems, and even surpassing some current Israeli inventory in electronic countermeasure scenarios. High thrust-to-weight ratio and agility in dogfight scenarios, making it formidable in close air combat. Unlike older Mig-29s, armed with Cold War-era R-27 missiles, these modern versions are equipped for both medium and long-range engagements, making them a credible threat to Israel's fourth-generation fighter fleet. The Mig-29's primary role is to establish and maintain air superiority, ensuring that Iran can defend its airspace against intrusions. While not as advanced as the F-35, which forms the elite of Israel's Air Force, the Mig-29 is more than capable of engaging F-16s and older F-15As, which form the backbone of Israel's fleet. For Iran, the Mig-29 serves several strategic functions: rapid interception of hostile aircraft over critical regions, deterrence, presenting a credible threat to Israeli and U.S. aircraft operating near Iranian airspace, force multiplication, supplementing larger high-end fighters like the Su-35 while keeping procurement and operational costs manageable. Israel's primary combat aircraft in the region include F-16s and F-15As, with the F-35 serving as a high-tech complement. While Israel enjoys numerical and technological advantages with its F-35s, the Mig-29 narrows the gap against fourth-generation fighters. Key advantages for Iran's Mig-29s include advanced ASA radar versus mechanically scanned arrays used on older Israeli jets, modern R-77 missiles, capable of active radar-guided engagements at beyond visual range. In dogfight scenarios, the Mig-29's agility allows it to perform tight turns and rapid climbs that may challenge the operational envelopes of older F-15 variants. This parity could reshape air combat calculus in the Middle East, forcing Israel to rethink engagement strategies or increase reliance on advanced F-35s for guaranteed air superiority. For Iran, the implications are immediate. Rapid force enhancement without waiting years for Su-35 delivery. A cost-effective path to expand fighter numbers and readiness. Enhanced ability to protect key aerospace and nuclear facilities from aerial strikes. For the U.S. and Israel, this signals that Iran is moving to close its air defense gap, making any potential air campaign riskier. It forces intelligence recalculations, as Mig-29s are capable of countering some of the region's existing air dominance tactics. Operational plans relying on low-risk airstrikes may require modification. The delivery also carries long-term strategic implications. Should Iran procure Mig-29s on a large scale, it would mark the first significant fighter acquisition since the early 1990s, potentially shifting the balance of power in Middle Eastern airspace. The Mig-29 acquisition may define Iran's future aerial doctrine, combining lightweight fighters with high-end platforms to achieve strategic depth and regional air deterrence. This development also signals a shift in Middle Eastern air warfare, demonstrating how countries can leverage modernized mid-tier fighters to balance the scales against more advanced adversaries. The arrival of the Mig-29 in Iran is more than a delivery, it is a warning. After decades of relying on aging aircraft, Iran now possesses a platform capable of contesting Israel's air dominance and defending its skies from US-backed attacks. The implications are operational, strategic, and geopolitical, reshaping the aerial balance over the Middle East. As the Mig-29 takes to Iranian skies, every sortie, every radar sweep, and every missile launch will carry new significance, watched closely by allies and adversaries alike. If you want to stay ahead of these evolving developments in regional air power and military aviation, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and join the conversation. And thanks for watching.